Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of whatever we're doing here, which is professional amateurs trying to dance. A bit of country dancing. This is some more intermediate moves. If you haven't, watch lessons 1 or episode 1 or episode 2, whatever you want to call it. It'll give you a good understanding of how we got to this point. Otherwise it might make not much sense.
Like that?
Like that. Okay, so this little session we're going to learn 3 moves that all come out of one move, basically. And the one move is what I call over the head, right? And we're going to teach you 3. The first one is over the head basic. The second one is over the head forearm grab. And the third one is actually called the tabletop, which I didn't get to name myself, unfortunately. But that's
maybe
what it's
next time.
and yeah, with those we'll teach you 2 new dips as well, which will wow.
Professional dancers.
Alright, okay, so let's get into it. So we're in this closed position, right? And we're coming round, and then all we're doing is letting go of the lady, pushing her out a bit, grabbing the hands. Okay, so now both my hands are actually underneath. So my hands are palms up, like this, thumbs out. And that's how I grab her. And then what you're doing is you're taking your left hand, right, which is your lead hand, and you're putting it, how do we describe this, over your head.
So the easiest way is if you lift both arms up, and then you pull your lead arm back, and push my left arm over my head as well.
Yeah, it's a great way. And then you're sliding down like this into this position, okay? Handshake. Okay, so that again, so I've got open hands, so we're lifting both up, right? Putting my left hand, right, my lead hand over my head, my right hand over her head, and then sliding down, catching into the handshake. Okay? So a little bit faster, I'll go up, over, down. Okay, so now from this one, this is the basic one, so that is the start of the move, and there's 3 different variations you can do from there. Okay, the first one is where you go into this handshake position, and then all you're doing is pulling her through for a spin, like we've done in video 1, passing through behind you, passing back up and back together. Okay, so that's really cool. So I'll just show you that with the girl's basic spin at the start, lifting her up, spinning around, spinning her back. This time I'm going to catch that hand, right? My hands are open, up, over, down, around, around, and around. Okay, so we're going to show you once fast without actually explaining it to you, okay? Alright, I don't like it when no one's explaining anything. Alright, there you go. So that's yeah. Sorry, I should have sang for you. So that's it there. That's version 1. So that's the basic version. Really easy to add that in, and then you can mix up the other moves, and you know you've got like a good set of moves on you. Okay, so the next 2 moves aren't as easy for the guy to lead if the girl hasn't done them before. Okay, they're a little bit more complex. They end up with your arm in kind of weird spots. So the very first time you're doing it with a new partner, if she hasn't done it before, she's not going to fully understand. So just take it slow because you'll dislocate a shoulder or an elbow.
And you can explain while you're doing it too. It helps, even if it's loud.
Yeah. So we're going up, back over. Right, okay, so the second version, right, from here is the forearm grab. Okay, so as we're sliding down, we're going to go into this forearm grab, right? So she's grabbing my forearm. I'm grabbing her forearm. She's not going to know to grab my forearm until I've grabbed hers, okay, because I'm leading. So she's going to think that I'm just going to go straight down. But when I stop and grab her up there, then she'll grab mine. Okay, from here doing the same thing, you're pulling back and you're spinning the girl up and you're going over her head, okay? And this time you're going to keep her spinning, but you're going to pull this arm back down, right? And she's going to spin round and it's going to go under her back. So now she's going to end up in this position here. And let me tell you, if she hasn't danced much before, she's not going to like this position right here, okay? So just be careful with that arm because it is uncomfortable. It's like up underneath her back. It's not enjoyable. Anyway, from here, little dip, isn't it? From here,
whatever you want.
You're basically stepping forward with your left foot, guys, grabbing her head, right, and then dipping her back, okay? And then back up. And then grabbing, using this hand, pulling on it, and she'll unspin, and you go back to this position, which is then into here, and back. Okay, so I know there's a lot there, but it's the biggest thing is when you go over, grab the forearm, grab it early, Like if you're grabbing kind of down here, then the girl's not going to sure whether you're going to pull her through or whether you're going to go up and over, okay? So grab early so that she knows that you're going to go up. What I like to do is in this position, a lot of girls will do the first spin easy. What they don't like is the second spin, right? So make sure you're going really low with this hand. And I actually just apply a little bit of a pressure on the elbow so that she knows that she's meant to spin round that way, okay? Into this position, dip, back up, pulling on this hand, back, out, and back round. All right, so we'll show you a little bit faster now what it looks like. Up, over, grab, up, under, dip, back out. Ooh, I was going to swap. Back, there we go. Okay.
So for that one, something important for the girl to remember is when you go over, grab the arm, you come over, and you need to go, when you're coming around, you need to lift this arm over, otherwise you're just going to take them in the face. So go up and over, and then come down.
Also, girls, if you're dancing with someone you don't want to dance with, maybe keep that arm a little bit lower.
Keep it up,
Yeah.
keep it up, keep it up. And then the turn out is similar to the one we did in the last video with the behind the back.
Yep.
So you can go to here, or you can have the hand switch, whichever. Depends how professional you are, I guess.
Maybe let's do one where you don't lift up the hand. I'll show what it's like. Just don't hit me.
Right,
okay, so coming down. So she doesn't. So even then you lifted it up. So she doesn't lift this up, right? It's just going to get caught in here, and now it's just like a useless object. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you know, it's weird. All right. Okay, next one. So that was the two versions. So first version, up, over, all the way down, spin around, spin back. Second version, up, over, grab the wrist, up, down, around, dip, back up, spin out. Cross hands if you want to spin there. Oh, there we go. No, we just messed it up. Sorry.
That's fine.
Apologise. Okay, so the third one is called the tabletop. This is a really cool move. I like it.
It's a little complex, especially the first time you do it. You might need to go slow and explain it a little bit more.
So as I said, the girl hasn't done it before, and you're trying to lead. Like it's like there's two arms in awkward places, and it's just uncomfortable. Just don't force anything. Just like as I said, just let it flow.
Same as last time. Keep those arms loose.
So back over, right? And this time you're going to go all the way back down again, right? But you're going to take your left hand, guys, your lead hand, and cross it over your body, thumb down. Okay, see that? Thumb down, across, and signifying that you want hers, also thumb down. Okay. She won't have any kind of other way to give it to you, but you want to make sure that it's thumb down. Okay. And so now you've got a handshake and a reverse handshake, right? And so basically now you're going to pull with your bottom hand. This one down here, pull through. Right, and she's going to come around to here. Sorry, I forgot what we're doing. Just going to come around to here. Okay, from this one, you're going to lift up your top hand. Okay, it'll already be on top, so don't worry about that. You're going to lift up your top hand, right, and the guy is going to spin underneath. Keep this bottom hand low, okay, like as low as it can go. You're going to spin underneath, right, and now this bottom hand's going to wrap up under your back, okay, as you finish the spin. So you're going to get to here, right? It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable, guys, having your hand up under your back like that, okay? So you're going to spin, you're going to take a step, right? And you're actually going to go underneath her arm now, okay? So just like go, you're going to go underneath this arm with your whole body, okay? So still holding on, you're going to go underneath, and then this arm kind of spins back out and around. Now, you're going to spin the girl.
Same thing, so keep it moving.
Yeah.
So my left arm will come up, my right arm stays down just the same way.
And so just quickly step back. So with this one, when you're pulling with this arm, right, but then you're after she's spinning, you're just guiding it right down, okay, and back up. And so she's going to come in this position, right, and then she's going to go underneath the guy's arm. You're going to spin it round, right, and then from here you have a choice of what you do. Basically, you can put it straight over your head. We're going to go to two dips now. So basically we're going to two different styles of dips right now, okay? So that's the end of the move, but the way you finish it is with a dip. Okay, so one of them is you grab it with, well, I'm not sure which hand.
Both hands.
Put it over your head, right? She's going to grab on. You're stepping between her legs, okay? Supporting her back, right? And she's dipping straight back, like that, okay? And then from here you can just go back into the closed position. All right, so I know there's a lot to take in. We should tell them the second dip a little bit later, I think.
Sure.
So again, you're going up, over, down, asking for the hand, thumbs down, spinning them around, right? Then lifting this hand up, keeping that one down, spinning under, going underneath that hand, pulling her with this hand here now, but then just letting it slide up under, and she'll go under there, putting it over, and dipping straight back. Okay? Complex, pause it, take it back, watch it a few times, practice it. It's yeah, once you get it, like if you kind of mess it up, it's yeah, it's gonna not feel good. So a little bit faster, coming over, spinning around, I'm going under, just pulling her, she's going under, coming back, and then the dip can be slow. So it doesn't have to be a fast dip. A lot of guys especially seem to rush dips, kind of like right, like girls enjoy being dipped. So I think
as far as I know,
that's just made an assumption. But yeah, girls enjoy being dipped, so don't just like rush it. You know, like it can be a slow thing. So the tabletop can be quick, right? And then once you're actually into the dip part, it can be nice and slow, right? Okay. Cool. So the only other version is, let's go through it one more time slow. Over, down, thumbs down, spin her around. Guys, I'm actually taking a step there. So I'm actually pulling her past me, taking a step to the other side.
So
and we cross positions. We crossed, top hand up, keeping this bottom hand low. Okay, if that bottom hand's anywhere but low, it's not going to work. Okay, so that bottom hand needs to be as low as possible. And then literally just let it it's like loose there, okay? Up, over, under her arm, right, and it comes back round, pull her with this bottom arm, and then just guide it for her. The lower, and then it pops round, over. Okay, so, down at the different type of dip, okay? It's exactly the same, right, but when I put the hands over, I'm going to keep my lead hand. I'm going to keep my lead hand for myself, right? I'm still going to put my leg in between her leg, right? And now, when I do this, it signals for her to do a different dip, okay? So she's going to dip down to the guy's left, the girl's right. She's going to dip around and then come back up on the other side, okay? So, looks like this, dipping down, around, and up. And so, you're using this hand as a lot of support to do that action, okay? And your backhand still supporting her back. So, down, around, and back up. Yeah? Okay, so again, tabletop, down, spin, I go under the arm, pull her loose, come back up, dip, keep this hand to myself, dip her around, and back up. And then you just go back into your normal sway. Okay, is there anything else? Is that it for this video?
I think that was it.
I think that's it. I know that tabletop's a little bit more complex. As I said, just go slow, otherwise you'll end up with arms in wrong places. Rewind it, watch it again, practice. But yeah, other than that, anything else? Nope. Nope. All right. Bye. I missed that, sorry. Bye.